Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Manisha here. Lovely to have you over on my channel. I'm going to be doing a review today for Born Pretty store, and I've got some of their new solid cream gels here to swatch and share with you today. I've got three different packs. We've got them numbered 1, 4 and 5. And there are currently, let's have a look, there are 12 different ones that you can get in this collection, and the price at the moment is $4.49 US. I have got a 20% off code, which is MMX20. I'll have that on the bottom of the screen. That'll get you a further 20% off. So yeah, definitely worth checking that out. Now with these being a solid gel, they do come like in a little tub like this. You will need a brush to apply them to the nail. So I've been sent this brush here. This is the product code here, and this is what the brush looks like here. So I'm going to be testing this out with these gels. So as usual, I will list the direct links for these down below where you can find them in the description box. The product code for them is 54542. They do come in a little bag which actually has the code that I just mentioned, and then the actual colour number there as well. So as you can see from the container, this one here looks like it's got some glitter ones in, and we've got a couple of cream ones. That one looks like it's got a mixture of some shimmery ones, and oh, actually they might all be shimmery ones, but anyway, I thought it'd be quite good to try and try three different ones that are quite different from one another, just to give you a little bit of an overview of what different ones you can get. Now some of the palettes have got 4 colours like these ones here, and some of them have got 3, so do check them out. And without further ado, I will continue and swatch these for you. So I'm going to start off with colour number 1. So you can see it has a list of ingredients on the front of it there, and it says that it's 15 grams in size. It doesn't have anything written on the back. I haven't actually opened these. This is the first time I'm going to see them as well. So let's have a look and see what this looks like inside. So you just unscrew it, and it has actually got like a little foil lid to it. Now because these are solid, there's no chance of these actually you know, falling out or anything like that, so there shouldn't be any mess or anything like that, which sometimes can happen during transit. So let's feast our eyes on these 4 colours. Aren't these gorgeous? They're absolutely packed to the brim with glitter. So these are sort of like your flaky glitters. And yeah, I really like these colours. So you've got a gold, a brown, and a couple of like pinky oranges there too, with quite different flaky glitters in them. This one's got more of your golds and that, and this one's got more of your silvers. So I'm going to be swatching these on my colour wheel, which I've got ready, and I'll grab the brush. So it does come with a little protective plastic sleeve around the tip of it. So it's quite flat, as you can see, but it has got a nice wide surface there that can pick up the gel to make it easy to transfer onto the nail. So I think I'll start off with this colour here. So I'll just show you, just going to lift some of it off the out of the thing. So I'm just going to scoop it out of the tub. You can get as much or as little as you want to. It's probably better to have less than more, so I'm going to take a little bit off. And because these are solid, you will need to have your own brush. You won't, you know, they don't come with a brush or anything like that. That's something you need to purchase separately. Now I'm seem to be getting into a bit of a mess here. So I think with these, the key is less is more. Now I think these to me look like they're translucent, so you would have to use a like a white or a light coloured base or something of similar colour. So that's what this one looks like. It's going to be hard to see it over you know, over my hands, but anyway, that's the first one there. What I'm going to do is clean my brush off in between with, I've just got like a cotton round that I'm going to use with some acetone. or you can just use some polish remover, and I'm just going to wipe my brush in between each colour so that it's ready to go and it's not contaminated by each of the colours. Okay, I think next I'm going to move on to this one here at the back. This one seems to have some lilac glitters in it too, which is quite nice. Nice colour combination actually. It's something a little bit different. So it's got gold, and I wonder if I should do it over a clear background, then you can kind of see it a little bit better. Now this is quite a thick consistency gel, so just bear that in mind when you're using it, because it is absolutely packed to the brim with flakies. Oh, that's quite a nice sort of bronzy looking one. Quite like that one actually. These would look great even on nude nails. I think if you wanted something a little bit different, or you've been wearing nude polish for a couple of days and then you wanted to add a little bit of sparkle or something a little bit extra, these would be great over the top of those. So this one's got some black and white in it. So that's all of them there. So that's one coat. I'm just going to cure this in the lamp. So the instructions do say 30 to 60 seconds. So I'm just going to cure them for 30 seconds and we'll just see how we go with that. I'll clear off my brush again. Let's get it nice and ready. But you can see from the wiping of the brush that it's got like a real mixture of different size flakies and glitters and stuff in there. So they are actually quite nice. I think you can build the colour up hopefully with these. We're going to find out when I do the second coat, but they would look really cool over even like a black base. I think would be quite pretty. It would really show up the you know, the flakies that are in there. They'd become quite iridescent looking, but over a lighter base obviously the glitter part itself would show up more. So I'm going to pop on the second coat of this. So we'll start off with the first colour here, which is that sort of real rose peachy sort of colour. Now these are leaving quite a rough surface. I've noticed they're not levelling out or anything like that, only because they are so full of the flakies inside. So we'll have to use a couple of coats of top coat, I think, just to give a bit of smoothness to it. This is the second coat going on here, which is the gold and lilac colour. Next colour, the one that's got the sort of bronzy type colours in there. Very, very pretty. Like a real nice rose goldy type finish, that one there. I hope I'm still on camera. I'm really sorry. I apologise if I'm not. I'm just in the moment here painting away. And then last but not least, this is the gold, black and white glitter flaky mix. That's all of them there. I'm going to pop that in the lamp again. Okay, so that's all of them cured. I haven't actually applied the top coat. I thought I'd just show you the top coat application. I am actually using Born Pretty Store's super top coat, which is there. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do 2 coats of these. I will do it off camera. I'll cure them and I will meet you back to show you what the colours look like once they've been top coated and cured. Okay, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so here we go. I've top coated them with 2 coats of top coat. Sorry, here's a little bit more of a closer look. I'll just keep my hand out of the way so you can kind of see. They have levelled out somewhat, but they're not perfect. But the top coat has definitely helped. Now I'm going to move on to the next colour palette which I've got, which is colour number 4. So move that one out of the way. And this is what this one looks like. Don't use your nails as tools like I do. I'm really shocking for doing things like that. Always seem to break nails and things because I'm not being very careful, but oh my gosh, aren't those fun? They look so much brighter. I thought they were going to be quite muted tones, but compared to the actual lid, they are a lot brighter in person. But what a lot of fun. Let's have a look and see what these ones look like. I just want to make sure I've cleaned my brush off properly so we haven't got any more stray flakies or anything like that. I'll use a clean one I think for this, just have that on hand. And we will continue with the colours. So let's start off with this one here. So now, like I mentioned before, that because they're solid, there's no chance of them running out or anything like that from the actual palette itself. They'll just stay put where they are. Now again, this one looks like to be quite a sheer one, but I think it's one that I think this one's going to be a new favourite. I'm really, and I think I've mentioned this in one of the other videos, I'm really into jelly nudes at the moment. And I've really enjoyed wearing a couple of the nude jelly polishes that I've got from Born Pretty that I actually did in another review video. I haven't got them on my desk at the moment, but I've really enjoyed wearing them, and I think this is another nude jelly one which is going to be great because I'll have something else to play with and wear. I've got a darker colour on today. I've got a little bit of magnetic with some glitter, and I've got like a navy blue glitter polish on. I'm heading out to an event tonight, so I wanted to wear something in my favourite colour, and my dress happens to have navy blue in it because I always look for navy blue things. And that's why my nails are that colour today. There's another nude one that's really pretty too. So you've got one which is more peachy and one which is more pinky. Now these you can totally build up and it will be you know, quite opaque, but if you want a really sheer look, definitely leave it at 1 to 2 coats, but like I said, you can build it up to say about 3 coats, and that would give you good opacity. Opacity, I can't even talk today. Opacity if you don't want your nail line showing. That's your next colour there. It's got a lot more sort of like a reddy orange look to that one. This one's a real lipstick red. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, so all of these look to be real sheer. Definitely opaque jelly ones. Oh no, I've got some glitter. Oh, go away. Actually, that glitter would probably look really cool over this one. I think these two sets would be quite cool together. If you were going to get more than one set, they would actually work out really nice together. That's the 4 colours there. Just going to pop it in my lamp, and I'll just show you the cover in the meantime while we're waiting for that to cure, just in case you want to see what the ingredients are there. Let's get back into focus again, and we're going to move on with the second round. So I think this is the colour I started off with. Yes, and like I mentioned before, once you get the second and third coat on, you will see that it is a lot more opaque than it was in that first coat. So your nail line shouldn't really show through that. Here's the second coat going off, the pink colour. Very, very pretty again. And the third colour, we're getting into more of an orangey red colour here with this one. And these are leveling out really, really beautifully. I'm not having any issues at all with streaking. Any brush marks seem to disappear after you've sort of gone over it a couple of times. Now these 2 darker colours do seem to be a lot more transparent than the first 2. Just so you know, so you can actually kind of see my fingers moving underneath those 2 a lot more. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp and I'll meet you back. I think I'm actually going to go ahead, these are all cured, I'm going to go ahead and do a third coat on these last 2, just so you can get an idea of what they look like at full opacity. Hold my brush, get the next one. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure these, top coat them, and I'll meet you back to show you a bit more of a close-up of what they look like. So I'm back with those 4 there. So these ones have got 3 coats, these have got 2 coats, and they've been top coated as well. Very, very pretty. These are really, really pretty colours. I'm looking forward to wearing some of these in the near future. So next we'll move on to the last one, the last set, which was colour number 5. As you can see from the cover there, they look like there are some shimmery ones in here. I've got a feeling they might all be shimmery, and we're going to find out in just a second when I can actually get this lid off. They're actually not on really tight, like once you start lifting it the whole thing just comes off. So let's see what these look like. Oh yes, so as you can see, they have all actually got some really, really fine glitter in there, so they give it a nice shimmer. Nice sort of neutral tones there too. So let's swatch these on the side. So I think I'll go from dark to light this time, just for a change. So I'm going to start off with the chocolate brown colour and see how we go. So with all gel polishes, you will need to do a base coat first. Obviously prepare your nails first, always file them, clean them, push your cuticles back, make sure your hands are nice and clean and free of any dust or hand creams and things like that. And then you can do 2 to 3 coats of your gel polish colour. And then once you've cured those in between, you can do your top coat, whether it be a glossy top coat or a matte top coat or a glitter top coat. Yeah, you must always seal your gel polish, your gel mani in with a top coat just to make it last. Those are the 2 colours. I really like that one there. That's very, very pretty. Let's move on to this one's a real sort of milky coffee colour. Now the shimmer in these is very, very subtle. It's not sort of in your face glitter like these ones here, but still very nice. You can notice it. It's not shouting out at you or anything like that. I think once I get the second coat on, you will notice it a bit more. But I'm just going to wipe my brush off because I feel like I'm getting into a bit of a mess here. Yeah, I think once you build up the colour, you will actually notice it a lot more. This one is a really nice creamy colour, like a very, very light apricot cream shade. Alright, that's the 4 colours gone on there. I've made a bit of a mess of this one, but I'm going to level it out. There we go. I'm going to pop this in the lamp for 30 seconds and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I'll pop on the second coat. I really like these. You know what, I was actually thinking about these. These would be so good if you're travelling, you know, or if you liked sort of, you know, having your gel polishes on hand if you're out and about, because with them being in a little, like a plastic case, and they're not in a bottle, there's no chance of them actually leaking and making a mess or anything. You don't have to worry about keeping them upright because they're not actually going to move around in the palette. It's just like you've got your eyeshadow palette or something like that. That's that kind of thing. So yeah, they're not going to take up a lot of room. You got 4 colours there that you can choose from, or if you you get the pack that's got 3 colours. So you know, if you're going on holiday, these are really good. All you need to do is just make sure you've got your base and your top coat with you, and you know, you can sort of change up your design as you wish. So these last 4 are definitely a lot more opaque than the previous 4 that I did. But I do quite like the those 2 middle ones there are my favourite at the moment. I do like this chocolate brown one, but I don't seem to wear brown nail polish a lot, to be honest with you. But it is quite a nice shade of brown, this one. It's not a yellowy brown, if that makes sense. It's definitely a lot more, a nicer shade of brown than like sort of like too yellowy or too reddy. It's sort of kind of almost like a grey brown, if there is such a thing. I'm not very good at describing colours, am I? Anyway, I'm going to pop them in the lamp and I'm going to clean off my brush in the meantime. Like I said, I'm just using a cotton round that's got some acetone on it, and I'm just wiping the brush backwards and forwards, and you can always find, like, I'm so good at recycling here, I like to use things over and over again, so I don't believe in wasting stuff if you can help it. It's a good habit to get into. So just kind of keep wiping until there's like nothing coming off your brush, and then you know that that's clean. So here is those last 4 colours. I'm going to go ahead and top coat these, and I'm going to meet you back for an overview of all the different palettes that I've got there. Okay, so I have finished top coating. Now what I thought would be quite good to do was to actually apply some matte top coat as well. So I've used Born Pretty Store's matte top coat, and this is what we've come up with. So these are the original swatches I did, so I thought it'd be quite nice just to see what they look like with a matte finish as well. So that's these ones here, so you can see them glossy and matte. And then I also did the same with those 4, which is set number 5, the ones with the glitter. So the glitter actually shows up a little bit better on some of them and not so much on others, but anyway, I thought it'd just be nice to see what they look like with a matte finish on them. I left those ones as is, but I thought it'd be quite nice to play around with the other 4 spaces I had. So on this one here, I've done a bit of an ombre using this colour and this colour here, and then I finished with a matte top coat. So I did 3 coats of each. And then on these 2, which are that colour and that colour there, I've used that glitter and that glitter over those 2. And over the chocolate brown one, I've used that gold and lilac glitter on top of that one there, just to sort of give you a bit of an idea of what it looks like, you know, over another colour as opposed to just on their own, because I think they actually are designed to use over a gel polish. But anyway, that's what they look like. I really hope you've enjoyed watching me swatch these and review them for you, and also the brush, which I really enjoyed using too. It was very easy to, you know, use with these gel polishes. Do check them out. Definitely check out what other goodies Born Pretty Store has got on offer. Don't forget to use my 20% off discount code MMX20. You'll find it on the bottom of the screen as always, and down below with links for these gels and the brush as well. Apart from that, if you've enjoyed it, thanks for stopping by. You can always subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you, Born Pretty Store, for sending these out to me, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.